Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. Last time you saw me messing with this, I was about to try out my big sander. Before I do that, I actually need to clear all the crap out of here. It's sitting outside, it's full of leaves and pine needles and such. I had this inside trunk cleaned up 110%. I'm gonna give it about a 50% clean, get all the big loose stuff out, blow it out really well. Probably not wash it yet until I'm done with all my other sanding and I'm ready to paint. But I got to get this trunk lid out, I got to get the hood out, get them set out somewhere so I can start working on the body some. The hood is actually primed, it looks pretty good. I'll go over it again and prime it again, and then block it and all that. But I'm really worried about this rusty body today, so let me get to work on it. Show you what I got in here. Just some leaves and some debris. I actually redid this trunk pan. Patched up a lot of spots in it. That black coating is actually POR 15. And I used some POR patch. I just had some little tiny pinholes. I got those patched up on the top side. Let it dry pretty good. Got underneath it, patched it again. You can't stab through it with an ice pick, but I got some pictures of that somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this crap out and go ahead and get that hood out of there. That'll be fun. There's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Already started putting a new pan in there, you can kind of tell, but I'm gonna sweep this crap out and go back to work, I guess. If y'all remember, anytime I do body work, which I'm not really doing body work, I'm just sanding and priming today, I always jack them up. I'm too tall to be leaned over on the ground, you know, messing up anything like that, so try to save my back a little bit. If I need to get down there low, I can just sit on a stool or a chair. So I think I'm gonna start with this quarter. It's in a nice shiny bright sunshine, and run over it with that DA and see how it works. I've never used it before, so this ought to be a good test. Pretty freaking sweet. It does not seem to, it does that. I would not call it a dual action sander. It just kind of spins crooked. So probably there's other brands out there that are better, I'm sure. This is working fine for me. Paper's not clogged up too bad. That giant Bondo spot needs to be ran over several more times, knocked off. But if you see in the back of the quarter, let me zoom in, like through there, I knocked off all the old clear coat that was on there up until about the gas tank hole, and then you can see through here I need to do some more. But I'm gonna hit that whole quarter really, really good and come back and put work into body work here. I think that quarter is pretty good. I don't have any rust spots showing anymore. I went ahead and got into the top just a little bit there. And I went over that Bondo jumble back there over and over and over and over and over. I used that big 8-inch, but also I used my DA, electric DA. It's been doing pretty well. And around some of these finer points like that, I was able to use that interface pad and it kind of wrap over, which was nice. Like I wanted to bring that down to bare metal, but it didn't just aggressively eat it into bare metal, so that's cool. I like that piece. I took it off to go back over the whole panel again. Hand sanded around this. Just got into here. I haven't done anything in the trunk area yet. I don't know. When I sent this car to him, I went ahead and had to repair this. and I know this is a Dart Sport body, but I stole that curve off of this Dart Swinger on both sides. So this is rock solid now. It looked like that had cracked all the way down to there, so I was able to reinforce it, weld it back up. He smeared Bondo over it and looked like he primed it one time. This won't take much back here. I've got the full trim piece, or I've got the small ones that go here and here and there and there done. So I'm not totally sure what I'm doing yet. See, this quarter's actually still got decent paint on it, and it's pretty straight. I don't know if you can see that or not. You know, so maybe I could work this where it's rusted, go over it, prime it, and the bottom of this quarter. I'd like to get the most bang for my buck, you know, mix up as much primer as I can and shoot on here at once, but I don't want to run out of time and leave it bare metal again. It may be 2 weeks before I get to work on it again, but I'll keep pushing. This is the Eastwood Contour SCT, and that's how I adapted it to basically running forever. I just took a drum that was worn out and sprayed a little bit of adhesive on if you want to. This is the sticky back paper. See how it's starting to come off. I might need to respray this, but it stuck pretty good at the beginning. And as it spins, it's going to just tighten itself over and over and over. So I'm going to hit this fender top, knock all that rust and funk off of it, and if I get in the groove, I may do the whole fender, but we'll see. That is slick as a button. Beautiful bare metal. I was working on this fender like I was showing you, and notice this giant Bondo crack. So I'm not going to prime that. There's another one. This whole fender needs to be stripped. I'll probably take it off and sandblast it, but the door and the quarter panel is ready to shoot. I'm gonna run out of daylight here before long, and it is cooling off, so primed. I had a little bit left and I shot that fender just to make myself feel better, but that crap's got to come off there. Quarter looks pretty good. Down here in his Bondo alley, it still needs some love. I could actually get that with some decent spot putty. It's pretty straight because I used that big 8-inch DA on it, but lots of little nicks, and there's a cracky crack. So I got to go into that, but I feel good. That's a day's progress. Door looks straight. Same thing, few small spots there. And when I start blocking this, it'll tell the tale. Put that paper so I wouldn't get in my window. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing down. Project Reverse Race Car is in full swing, I guess. It's got to be painted before I can throw the motor in. I'm just Mopar Joe. Thank y'all for watching.